Welcome to the Boiler Room, y'all. It's your girl, Precious Joubert. We have a really good show for you today. We have a good show. Y'all, you know what? Stay tuned. I'm hungry.
How y'all doing?
Hello, everybody. It is me again, of course, Precious Joubert. We are here live at the Boiler Room, and I have the lovely Grammy-nominated singer, songwriter, Emcee, Miss Maimouna Youssef.
Well, thank you for having me, Ms. Joubert.
How are you?
I'm good.
Thank you for coming through. Thank
Absolutely.
you. Now, we've been actually wanting you to come for a while. Well, she's not unfamiliar with Sound of the City. We rock with her on occasion, and it's always a delight and pleasure, and I've had the opportunity to sing with her as well. So, you are a very seasoned performer, especially at your age. Can you shed a little light on how this musical journey started for those who may not know you?
Right. Well, I mean, I come from a family of performers, you know, who chose that as a career path. So I traveled with my mother as a child performing. She sang with Sammy Davis Jr. and with Dr. Buzz's original Savannah band. And she had several of her own bands that spanned from, you know, straight ahead jazz to Afrobeat. So I was exposed to a lot of that stuff early on. And my grandmother was also a singer. She was one of Chicago's top female choir directors. So I think I was always clear about this being what I wanted to do as a career path. And so I just was really serious about it early on, which led me to be able to work with other great groups that then, you know, helped to train me even further. Groups like Roots and like Zach Mama, who are great performers in their own genre.
Yeah.
And you know, they was hard on me. They were hard on me, and they pushed me to be better.
And that's was another thing that I was gonna ask. Like, when was that moment where you were like, I'm not working at Foot Locker. I'm gonna be on stage. This is what I'm gonna do forever. But you kind of already knew that.
Well, I did already know that, but I still had to work a job.
Yeah.
I was actually at Urban Outfitters when I had that moment, and I would be folding clothes in the dressing room, and I'd be singing. And I'd be hoping somebody would hear me, and they would come save me. Yeah, save me from retail. And what was funny is someone actually did come in, but that's not here or there. It was Jill Scott's husband, and he came in and was like, "What are you doing here folding clothes? Have you ever thought about singing?"
Yeah.
And I already had an album at that time, but you know, still, it's like the way the business is right now. You know, you gotta work twice as hard. You know, so
You've definitely been blessed. I've had the opportunity to kind of do some research and digging online, and I've known her from working with her. However, I still was unaware of some of her past accomplishments. So, some of the people that you work with, I Googled her. Are there any memorable moments with some major artists? I know you've had a chance to work with quite a few big international and national artists. Are there any particular favorite moments that you have?
absolutely. The one that comes to mind that stands out the most is the Dave Chappelle Block Party.
Yeah.
I just love the vision of Chappelle and that he wanted to bring together a lot of socially conscious artists. And a lot of times you get a bad rap or a corny rap for being socially conscious, and it's unfair because it's like you want quality life for yourself and for your children and your grandchildren.
Mm-hmm.
How does that become corny? Like, you know, that you want to live in an environment that's just and free and things like that. But he brought all these people together and made it fly again. And the level of artistry was so high. I mean, everybody was on their top game. Like every artist knew they had to come with it and be their very best. And just the whole process of being in the rehearsal rooms and watching like Big Daddy Kane rehearse, and just Lauryn Hill. I met Lauryn Hill for the first time that day, and I just laid, I could have passed out, just laid on the floor that day. So yeah, that memory stands out the most, and in particular because I wasn't supposed to be there. But I worked my way into the situation, and it was one of those things where it's like, if you believe that you're supposed to be something, or that you want something, don't take no for an answer. Yeah. You know? Yeah, I mean, I was put out the rehearsal room at one point, and I made my way back in there.
She's sneaking around here a little too much. Can you get out the room, please?
I made my way onto the stage and performed, and
yeah. Only my mother. Y'all have to know her to understand how real this story has to be. Only her.
And I mean, I was 18 years old, you know, so they were kind of looking like, okay, she's a newbie, you know. I was signed to a record label at that time with James Poyser, so they, you know, had a certain amount of respect, but not much. It was still like, you're fresh meat. We don't really, you know, we don't really know who you are, what you've accomplished yet. And I was like, well, I'm gonna show you, I'm somebody, you know. And I was determined, and you know, I made it. Then I made lifelong friends and connections from that like 3-day process. People that still today I work with and, you know, connect with.
Got a friend and we carry on. We can stay up all night long, singing to our favorite songs, laughing about all the things we did back when we were kids. Could it be so simple then? He is my best friend. He knows me within, but I really love my man, or do I? Sometimes I wonder why we never gave a love a try. Now it's too late to satisfy curiosity. 'Cause I got a man who's good to me, but I have a friend who's my everything, everything. I got a man who's good to me. I got a friend who's my everything. I got a baby who loves me. He loves me deeply, kisses me so sweetly. He needs me, but I don't know if he sees me for who I really am, not the glitter and the glam. He gets so uncomfortable when I'm being me the most. I don't want to see him go, or do I? Some things you can't explain, they just are, they ain't. I don't want to cause him pain. What should I do? What should I do? Got a man who's good to me, but I have a friend who's my everything, my everything. I got a man who's good to me. I got a friend who's my everything. Hey, I don't wanna lose, no, no, no. Said I don't wanna choose. Here's the tricky move. Ooh. a tricky move. Wish they were the same. They were the same cause got a man, sweet, Lord, no. I had to find some way to go to soothe my soul, my poor conflicted soul. 3 little birds sat upon my window pane, and they sang a song something like this. They said, oh, got a man who's good to me, but I got a friend who's my everything, baby. I got a man who goes to mine. I got a friend who makes me smile.
Within your artistry, is there a proudest moment?
You know, I would say that the release of my own album, The Blooming, like the Grammy nomination was definitely like a surreal moment. But I think me having worked so hard to have a certain amount of self-autonomy, because I've always been that person where I don't like things handed to me. I like to work for so I can stand on it with solid ground. I know how I got here, you know, and it can never be taken away from me. So I think the first time I recorded, produced, and released my first independent album, design, layout, everything, you know, and felt the packaging and opened it up and read it. And I did. Yeah, just knowing how much work it took to get the music, you know, the way I wanted it, contrary to whoever may have said, well, this is not marketable, this is not, you can't do this. And to say, no, I can do it, and I did it, and, you know, and people appreciate it. I think that has to be the best moment for me.
You are a really good example for our young women and anybody in particular who's looking to be their own person and stand on what they believe and put out a good quality product. Now, with that being said, I know that you mentor young vocalists who are trying to get to where you are. How does that work?
Well, you know, I normally will go through a, like, I guess, auditioning process of who I will work with, just because I want to make sure that it's someone, whoever I'm working with, that they're serious about this. Okay. Like normally, if I had a young girl who was asking me, she's debating if she should be a singer or a doctor, and I said, you should be a doctor. She said, why? I said, because if you don't know that you're a singer yet, then you probably are not a singer. Like, you know, she said, well, I'm scared it might be hard. I said, it's gonna be the hardest thing you've ever tried to do, ever. But you gotta want it enough to not break and not back down, because, like, yeah, this is gonna be the hardest thing that you ever wanted to try to do in your life. Like, so you gotta want it with everything inside of you. Because if not, then, you know, you wasting my time, I'm wasting your time, because I'm gonna show you how to get it, like, but not, you know, not fake around and not have even the whole idea of a safety net. I don't believe in it. I believe, like, just don't plan to fail. Don't fail to plan. You know? Don't. So
that's actually a good message. Not even just for young people, for artists or anybody in general who has a passion for anything. That's a very good point. Your music reflects your passion as well. 3 words that describe your music. What would they be?
In a sentence or 3 separate words?
3 individual words.
I would say honest, naked, meaning, unadulterated,
Funky.
Got to be funky.
Actually, those are three. Those are three very honest responses. I can see that. Now, The Blooming was released in 2011, right? It's about that time.
For a new album?
It's about that time for a new album.
I'm working on a new album, though.
Really?
I am working on a new album. I don't have a potential release date yet, but I'm definitely in a creative space where stuff is just coming out. So I'm changing where normally I would do my marketing plan first, and for whatever reason, just the artist in me is changing where I don't even want to think about that. I just want to create or whatever's coming through me, just let it flow. Because it's different. The music right now is different than The Blooming, and I guess it's just growing and living and loving and whatever those other challenges are that have changed my perspective and just changed the mood and the colors of what's coming out of me. So, but I'm excited about it. Hopefully we'll reach another range of people that maybe The Blooming hasn't reached yet. So.
Well, I know a lot of your fans they're sitting there waiting.
I hope so.
For music to come out.
Pull out your $10. Get your $10 ready.
All right. Look right into that camera. Let folks know how they can get in contact with you.
Well, you can always reach me on Twitter. My Twitter handle is @Maimouna Youssef. MAIMOUNAYOUSSEF. If you can't remember all of that, you can go to moomufresh.com. MUMUfresh.com is my website, and you can find my music there. My music is available through all online distributors, Pandora included, Amazon, iTunes, and you can support and you can write me a message on Facebook and just let me know how the music has affected you. If in any way.
Make sure your tour schedule, your show schedule, everything is on there.
Yes, will be on the website.
Guys, please go see this woman perform if you don't do anything else.
Hey, all right. Put your lighters up, put your cups up, put your lighters up, put your phones up. Put them in the air and keep them there. Put them in the air and keep them there like. I love it and hate it the same. Couldn't wait to get in this thing. Now it brings me pain. Can't remember staying up on the front stoop, rapping and cussing and begging for loot. Music blasting, coupled with the aroma of lentil soup. After fasting, break bread, then it's back to the stoop. There was nothing better with your time. You'd rather do every phrase, every line made you feel more alive. Hip hop calls about when you drop top. You waited outside so the day the record dropped. Died just like a fresh guy, but we crash shot. Nowadays I be amazed at folks are making songs about. When you think you heard it all, then your jaw drop. If it's shock value, I'm shocked. Please stop. I ain't got a problem with free enterprise, but if the radio ain't biased and you're telling lies, shit, if the radio ain't biased and you're telling lies, whoa, do what you say, spitting at you, you still sound the same. Please stop lying to me. Kick something I can feel inside of me. Whoa, you're doing your thing. Is it really you or just the game? Don't you got no truth, ain't you got no truth? Spitting that death straight to the you. My brothers scared to be themselves these days. The rap was on their hearts and they won't get paid, they won't get laid. Chickens want a soldier with braids who play that block all day. He not that way. She got that brown sugar, sweetheart. He got to have it. Cooks it in the kitchen, Vaseline, saran wraps it. Took him just a minute, a couple beans to move the package. Like magic, he got enough cabbage. Supporter him in my a fake nail habit. Drinks in the club, keep it dressed the baddest. Living above his means to be perceived as lavish. till the repo man come, everything vanished. You ain't hard, you ain't tough, you just a broken heart, hurt enough. You ain't hard, no, you ain't tough, you just a broken heart, I've heard enough. Whoa, what you say? Spitting that shit, you still sound the same. Please stop lying to me. Kick something I can feel inside of me. Whoa, doing your thing. Is it really you or just the game? Don't you got no proof, ain't you got no truth? Spitting that death. But we're all empty vessels standing by. We're waiting for the moment we can feel alive. Holding out our cups on the highway of life. Talking about fill me up. Talking about fill me up. Oh, you ain't what you say. Spitting that shit just still sound the same. Please stop lying to me and kick something I can feel inside of me. I said, whoa, doing your thing. Is it really you or just the game? Don't you got no proof, ain't you got no truth? Spitting that death straight. You ain't hard, no, you ain't tough, just a broken heart. I'm hurting up. You ain't hard, no, you ain't tough, just a broken heart. Hurting up. You ain't hard, no, you ain't tough, just a broken heart. I'm hurting up. You ain't hard, no, you ain't tough, just a broken heart. Give it to me like oh, whoa, 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 free, oh. Make me feel like whoa, whoa, whoa,
Live performances mixed by Kevin Jackson of Night Flight Studios.